Live. It's inspirational. Woohoo! My name is Elizabeth Wells, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about inspiration and motivation. I am somebody who values your story, and what reveals life to you through your life experiences that move you in the direction of your dreams one step at a time. I work from a place of inspiration, not necessarily motivation. And motivation has its place. But you won't find me at those long 16-hour conferences with people jumping up and down going, go, 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 and getting all fired up. And there's a place for that. But I'm not at them anymore because I'm always inspired. And my inspiration motivates me to take action. So I look at the difference kind of being like motivation is, the go, 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 or being like an animal out on the hunt looking for your food, right? The next meal. And inspiration's more like a flower growing up through the surface of the earth to be there in all its flower glory, all its rose glory, all its lily glory, all its jasmine glory. And people walk by and go, oh my gosh, that scent, it's divine. And divine inspiration coming from that little flower, coming from the soil and the earth and the sun that fed it. And all the stories that came to make that flower, the sun, the rain, the moonlight, this workings of the inner workings of a flower. That's like being a human being, right? And an example of this is when I went and performed several years ago at a house concert, a salon that I was giving. And there was a young woman there. And after she came up to me and said, I love what you're doing. I want to work with you. I can get you work, like an agent of sorts. And I was like, yes, this is great. And 2 weeks later, I called her and she said, oh, I'm leaving my position and I'm moving back to Ohio. And I was like, why? And she said, it's something you said. And I think, what could I have said that inspired her out of the position I needed her in to get me work, to move back to Ohio? She said, it's the piece you read about your dad. She said, I want to be with my family. I want to be closer to my father. I wanted to do this for several years, but your story moved me, and I'm leaving very soon to return to Ohio. I was glad for her. A little sad for me, but I was glad for her. That's inspiration. Sometimes you inspire somebody and you don't even know, and you may never know, or you may know. And it's an inward activity of the heart. Spiritus is the Latin word for, breathing into the lungs, inspiration, expiration, breathing out from the lungs. Later it became more associated with divine inspiration, and then today's meaning of just, I was inspired, where motivation is that outward force. And motivation can be a wonderful pulling force in one's life. But it doesn't necessarily lead to deep inspiration. Inspiration is a sustaining force in your life that can motivate you to move to the next step that serves your life, that serves what you love. That's what I value. That's how I connect with people. That's what I speak about in my workshops and seminars, one-on-one consultations, speaking and performance work, and online courses. So if you want to have a personal conversation with me about inspiration and motivation and what moves you, and see where we meet and how we might be able to work together or serve each other, find me on LinkedIn, find me on Facebook, email, write, go to my website there. Maybe it's up there. Go to the contact page. There are no bots in my system. I'm not a robot girl. You're not going to get sign up for your slot, 5-minute slot on my calendar. No, you're going to get a real person behind that phone call or email calling you back, and it's called me, Elizabeth Wells. So thank you for stopping by and hearing a little bit of my story and what I value. And what I value is inspiration and your story as part of my story. I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. Find some peace. Find some rest. Feel inspired. I was at a cafe the other day, outdoors, and I was passed by someone, went to sit down, and a little bit while later, this man said, "How you doing?" He was getting up to leave. I said, having a so-so day. He said, "What's going on?" And he came over and we started to talk, and we had really beautiful pieces of information for each other that were inspired. And he said to me, when you walked by my chair, I felt something. I felt something walk by my chair. Something more than just a person. That was an inspiration. That was the flower. So when you're walking through your day, may you feel that too. From you, within you, from another. Part of my work is to recognize inspiration in another person. And it's my joy. Peace be. Woo! Over and out. And now we're going to turn this off. 1 pair, 2 pairs. Distance, bifocal. Later, Gator. Bye for now.